Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an airline pilot, and today there is great news for all those of you who love flying in down under. World Update 21 Australia has just released for Flight Simulator 2024, and it adds a lot of new landscapes, photogrammetry on cities, and also a couple of airports. Today we are going to explore one of my favorite new airports, and that is Lord Howe Island. Now, a little apology at first over here. In my head it's kinda called Lord Howe Island, so if I say that at some point during the video, not meant to offend any of the locals. Alright, so let's get into it. Lord Howe Island. They've done a fantastic job modeling it. I mean, just watch it. We are walking around over here in front of the terminal building, and you immediately see what I mean with all the 3D vegetation and everything here. It just looks fantastic. Now let's get into the terminal building and have a look around. You can see it's absolutely fantastic modeling over here, especially considering that this has been added to our simulator for free. Lovely check-in counter here and a lovely waiting area for the wait for the flight out. Now, if we go outside, you will notice that, again, there's a lovely amount of detail with all those signs over here, the rocks and everything. And as we're getting up to the apron, we got two parking positions for aircraft. Now, our ride of the day is located on the side over here with the A2A AeroStar 600, which has just seen an update to version 1.0.6, which we are going to fly around Lord Howe Island today, just to explore the looks of this lovely scenery before coming back for a landing on a beautiful little airport. Now, the windsock over there is noted. We've got a little bit of crosswind here, like 5 or 10 knots, but that means that we'll have some beautiful approaches over the water. Now, as always, let's go ahead and start with a little walk around over here, basically just checking for our aircraft to be in a good shape after it's been parked in this tropical paradise for a little bit. Now, let's go over here and quickly check for the oil as well. I just really love the way that A2A have modeled all this, and it looks like the oil is still okay. Not the newest anymore. Could definitely exchange it at some point when we're back on the mainland, but it's gonna do the job. Alright, our props looking good down here as well. So are the landing gears. Chocks are out already. Nav lights are okay, and we definitely do have fuel in the tanks. Aileron is okay, moves to both sides, fantastic. And here's a little bug. You could see when we walked towards the aircraft we had an Australian registration on there. For some reason it changed it into an Italian one. Don't ask me the whys or the hows. I really have absolutely no idea. It has to be a bug with Sim Update 5 that's doing this. You'll see that once we're back inside, we'll actually have the Australian registration back. So, no comments please on that Italian one. Funnily enough, it is an Italian one that I have used myself in the past, and even though I changed it several times actually, because I encountered this a couple of times before recording this, even though I've changed it several times in the aircraft selection menu, it kept going back to that previous Italian registration that I've used a couple of weeks ago. Don't ask me why. Alright, so the oil on engine number 1 is good down here, and with that we are done with the walk around. Then we can get inside and prepare our AeroStar for today's flight. Okay, here we are. So let's get inside, let's close up. Like this, it's closed and locked, and one thing that I really like about those A2A aircraft is that you can just get the original tablet down here. Now, looking down here, it also gives us that Italian rack. If you look up here though, we've got the correct Australian one. Don't ask me what it's doing. So fuel and payload, we are basically, yeah, completely full, I'd say. Come on, you aren't that fat. Just gotta get it down to a legal weight. Now, here we go. That is looking good. Okay, fantastic. It looks like we actually got to remove that first officer here. And yep, then we are right at the forward limit of the center of gravity. That's all looking fantastic. Cool. So what I really like about the A2A is that you got the app integrated into the default EFB, which means that you can also, for example, just load up the Navigraph chart app and have a look at the VFR charts around the place you are flying. So that's just something really, really cool, isn't it? And then can just open them down here for when you need them. This is Lord Howe Island now, 888 meters runway, and we'll be departing off runway 10 later on, but really cool. I do really like that. Also like the fact that they have on-off approaches published over here, just saying. Okay, so all of that in mind, can we quickly jump there please? Thank you. So this is what Lord Howe Island looks like, and we are going to do a little tour around the island here. Okay, cool. So let's go into the AeroStar app. Checklists. Before engine start checklist. Pre-flight is complete, passengers are briefed, seatbelt secured, cabin door closed and locked, battery anti-ignition is off. Then the gear switch is down, the gear is down, the flaps are up, the brakes are tested and firm. Okay, flight controls are indeed looking good. So parking brake is set, switches are all off. Then battery on, gear lock lights. No? Okay, battery is on. I would expect those lights to work now. Okay, well, let's see. Maybe they're gonna come on later. So, elevator and rudder trim are neutral, hydraulic shutoff is open, fuel is checked, fuel low warning. Oh, look at that. I don't actually seem to have power at all here. Let's get on maintenance and the electrical system. Probably drained the battery, I guess. So, just inspect that airframe. Yeah, battery low voltage. Here we go. Fix that, please. Okay. And here we go. Now the gear lock lights are on as well. Fantastic. Okay, so fuel is checked. Fuel low warning is out. The circuit breakers are all in. The altimeter and clocks. I'm going to set QFE over here. Bring the altimeter down to 0 on the ground. And that's looking fantastic. All set before engine start checklist complete. Engine start checklist. Props for forward. Mixture idle cutoff. Throttle. Yep, cracked. Battery on. Fuel low warning out. Fuel selectors. So starting over here with engine 1. You can hear the operation in the background. Okay, so fuel selectors are cycled and checked. Then right fuel boost pump is coming on. Right mixture forward. Fuel flow is observed. And right mixture cut off. And then we can go ahead and turn on that starter after turning the beacon on. Alright, so right engine starts. And the right engine is clear. So oil pressure is checked, throttle is adjusted for 1000 RPMs, right boost pump off, and right alternator switch on. And then repeat for the left engine. So let's start down here, fuel boost pump on. Fuel flow is observed and cut off. Then the left propeller area is clear and starting left engine. RPMs again down to 1000, looking fantastic. Engine start checklist complete. Next up is going to be the warm-up, and that's going to have to wait a bit. Avionics on, autopilot on, auto trim on, and that's all looking good down here. So let's just go into the Navigraph charts. No, not SimBrief dispatch. Navigraph charts, Lord Howe Island, and taxi chart like that. So CTAF 26.7. is active, 21.5 is in there anyway. Speakers for COM1 and COM2, and the mic is on COM1. That's looking fantastic. No, auto mode can stay off. Alright, we do have a local VOR that we can just find as well. That should be somewhere on the chart here. If not, we're just going to take it from here, 14.3. Okay, like that. And here we go, we're receiving it as well. Fantastic. So, the engines need to warm up for a bit anyway, so let's just take a look here. We got a runway 10, that's on a heading of 100. So like this, and the heading bug can go there as well. Okay, excellent. Squawk machine is on 7000 and standby. Left alternator on, and all the rest is looking good down here. And fuel pump is going back off again. Alright, that's it, guys. So we're clear on the left side, and we're clear on the right side. Then let's go ahead and taxi out. Runway 10. Brakes are checked. Come on. Why did this set the parking brake? Is that a new option or is that a new bug? I'm gonna have to look into that after the video. Alright, let's go on to the apron here. Nobody around. So, you can see with the wind mostly cross, I'm definitely choosing runway 10 because we'll have the sun in our backs then, and I'm not landing right into the sun. Lord Howe Island, Victor Hotel Echo Kenya, backtracking runway 10. So it looks like we caught just about the perfect timing for this. Even though it's damn early in the morning where I live, but hey, we had to get a little sunlight over here. Alright, so the engines are warming up nicely. That's already looking fantastic. Then let's just backtrack that thing, do the run-up, and then we can take off and explore the area. And here we are. Okay, so for now, parking brake is set, and then let's go back into the checklist. So, warm up and run up checklist. Warm up at 1000 RPMs, engine temperatures. Those are all looking fantastic. Okay, our track, props full forward, mixture full rich, throttles for 1500 RPMs. Like that. Okay, so engine instruments are checked. The alternator is giving us at least 28 volts. That's looking good. Okay, throttle 2100 RPMs. Are set, and then we are going to cycle the props over here down to 1,000, maximum 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like this. Next up, we are going to check the magnetos. Maximum 175 RPM drop. So, starting with engine 2. Right. Both. Left. Well, the left one seems a little warm, but is still okay. And both. And now the same on the left engine. Yeah, not perfect, but absolutely fine. Alright, and the gyro pressure is checked. Then we can go back down to 1,000 RPMs. Our engines are looking good for the intended flight. Okay, here we go. That's 1,000 RPMs. No, don't want to fill you up. Okay, fantastic. So, before takeoff checklist, cabin door closed and locked. The controls are free. Mixture is full forward. Fuel selectors are on. Then props full forward. Boost pumps on. Okay, instruments are checked. Radios are set. Flaps, let's go with 20. I mean, it's not exactly a short run at 800 meters, but kind of more fun. Okay, so trims are set. Pitot heat will come on, even though it's not technically required, but pitot heat is on. Parking brake release, throttle full forward. That's the before takeoff checklist complete. So rotated 85, climb 24, and 122 knots. Fantastic. Are you guys ready? Runway 10, and we'll be heading off to the left, around the island, and then back for an approach. Okay, and probably the left to the right. No, let's go right, and back like that. Alright, looks good. So, parking brake is off, and squawk machine on. Okay, takeoff. $60 knots. Rotate. Pause on the climb. Gear up. Look at the beautiful terrain here. The hills are just fantastic, aren't they? I told you I'm loving this place. So just a little left turn here, gain a little bit of distance from those hills. Okay, so throttle's at 24. Props at 24. And with that, climb power is set. Flaps up. Okay. So guys, World Update Australia for you. in the fantastic A2A AeroStar. Okay, 2,000 feet is all we're going to need today. Didn't need to climb above the mountains. Just keep our distance from them. Then let's just reduce that power a little further. Let's do 2020. So 20 inches and 2,000 RPMs. Like this. I do think they could have put some custom modeling on the hills over here. The other side where the sun is shining on is going to look a little better, but you see what I mean, I think. So, flying well, that's all I need to know. And fuel pumps 1 and 2 are off. So now look at that side where the sun is shining on. That's looking quite a bit better, isn't it? Really fantastic. Really, really fantastic. So down there is our airfield. That's what we'll be landing on again later on. Then let's have a look out the front. I mean, this is really incredible, isn't it? Also, look at the reefs down there. I can't wait to fly to the Great Barrier Reef, but that's definitely going to be a separate flight. Alright, let's start reducing power so that we start descending a bit already. Alright then, let's come back in. So for that, the boost pumps are coming back on. We'll wait a little bit with the props, but you get the idea. So approach checklist, boost pumps on, mixture rich, fuel selectors on, flaps to come, gear to come, and that's it. So, for the approach, speed probably somewhere around 105. Alright, so flaps 20. Yeah, let's give it just enough power that the gear warning doesn't come on. Alright, and there's our field. Okay, gear down. And flaps full. Okay, so the field is somewhere at our at our 12 o'clock. That's the number. Okay, right down there. Okay, so mixture full forward. And there we are. So let's go ahead and bring her down again. Look at the fantastic water. I just want to be there right now. I just really want to be there. Okay, power idle. Flare and touchdown. Not 100% on center line, but could have been worse. Okay, and here we are. So let's keep the props at 1000 RPMs. And then we are going to come off to the right hand side. Like this. Alright, we'll stop here for a second and do the after landing checklist. For now, I can already turn that pitot off because I'm rather likely not to see it later. So after landing, props full forward, flaps up, boost pumps off. Trim tabs into neutral and cabin heater off, and that's the after landing checklist complete. Alright, and the elevator trim is basically neutral now. Cool, so let's go ahead and taxi back to the parking. Right, as it says now there. Let's get clear of him and just put it onto the grass next to the water once again. Okay, this should do. So the parking brake is set, then we can do the shutdown checklist. Parking brake set, engines idle for cooldown, we've done that. Radios and lights off. And that's gonna include those. And then mixture idle cutoff. Magnetos off. Fuel selectors off. Alternators off. Battery off. And that's it. That's the shutdown checklist complete. Well guys, with that, welcome back to Lord Howe Island. I do hope you enjoyed this little tour, and I do hope you are enjoying the World Update Australia. I definitely am, and we are probably going to do a couple more flights down under to explore the new cities, new airports, and all the new stuff that is delivered over here. But for now, thank you very much for watching. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you really love what I'm doing on this channel, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me Coffee link in the video description below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm looking forward to see you all again on the next one.